comfort the body and protect the body. These things can get into some wacky firing rhythms in your brain and create new experiences. And you, being a human, will do what? You will try to assemble meaning out of them. And who's to say that you wouldn't assemble from a kayak while drowning, your body gasping for air, your brain getting low on oxygen, start pulling information from firing from the brain stem and from all four lobes, and just shit flying every which way with your chemicals jumping up and down to take care of, protecting those inner organs, pulling the blood away from the surface of the skin, the oxygen depletion. All of this is a big stew of yucky muck. And who's to say what that's going to create in the human brain? Now, they say that these near-death experiences are remarkably consistent, but some of the neurosurgeons are coming out now saying, yeah, it is remarkably consistent, because what happens in the brain is remarkably consistent. So it's up to you if you want to believe in it. But whenever somebody's selling a book, I question motive.
They were clearly there to help me go down this path and protect me. And it was wonderful. They were exploding with God's love and grace. And they took me down this path that was so beautiful that I have really no words to describe it. And time and space had a different sense. And so I could rejoice with them. Simultaneously, I could look back at the riverbank and see my body being pulled to the shore and seeing CPR being started. And I looked back on my body and sort of felt fondly toward it and thought, gee, you served me well. And it was then that I truly realized that I must actually be dead.
Wow. Do you, as a doctor, have a medical explanation for any of that?
Where medicine ends, God begins. That's the real answer. Because this was not a dream or a hallucination, and it wasn't the result of a dying brain. This was more real than anything we experience here on Earth.
And now, having been through it, do you have any fear of your own death?
Oh, absolutely not. I wouldn't hasten it, but I am looking forward to going back when it's the right time.
Wow.
I have no fear.
Dr. Mary Neal, it's an incredible story, and we're so grateful that you came on to share it with us. I do want to ask you before I let you go quickly. You say one of the questions that you feel you can answer in the book is why do bad things happen to good people? Can you leave us with your thoughts on that?
I would tell you that there's no such thing as something that's bad. As one very quick example, you called this a horrific accident. I look at it with incredible gratitude and joy. And we may not understand how a, quote, bad thing transitions into a beautiful thing. But I think when you truly have trust that that beauty exists, we can look, and it's unfortunately always retrospectively, but we can almost always look back at something and see all of the incredibly positive and beautiful things that have come out of something that would originally be called tragic.
Yeah.
Even going back as far as the death of Christ. I mean, we celebrate it.
We've got to leave it at that. Dr. Neal, thank you so much. The book is called To Heaven and Back, and we'll be right back.
Oh, to heaven and back, to hell and back. What are you going to do? It's, I don't really buy this. I don't buy this. Here's the problem. There's a reason there's a market for these kinds of ideas, folks. It's because people want to believe it. If I could show Stabby some good, solid evidence today that there was life after death and it was going to be incredibly pleasant, he would want to see all of it. He wouldn't ignore that. He'd be like, bring me the evidence. Now, if I could say, Stabby, I could show you evidence that trilobites did not do well in the, in the period about 4 million years after the asteroid hit 65 million years ago and struggled quite a bit for 500,000 years, he'd say, I don't give a fuck about that. That's probably what he'd say. So we're interested in that which can help us and that which can change our entire belief system. And people, I think, have the innate sense of wanting to live. Spreads on past a human lifetime. Naturally, it should. I think, I mean, think about how evolution is going to pluck from that tree. The people that don't give a fuck if they live are going to do things that people would do that don't give a fuck if they live. Their chances of spreading their genes immediately decreases. The people that want to live really bad, they're suddenly the ones that are making it as the population continues to trim itself. They're the ones that are breeding. What are they producing? Copies of their DNA. What are you going to be? You're going to be somebody that wants to fucking live. And that's going to grow and grow and grow as Darwin's rules come into play. I don't have any more clips, but I do have a couple things we're going to read from, but I'm going to check in chat first and see if you guys have made any major discoveries. There is a test for you to do if you'd like to know how long you'll live. Have you heard about this one? It's the simple sit test. And I know a few years ago I could do this very easily. I haven't tried it recently, but if you want to do this test, all you got to do is stand up, sit down, and then stand up again. But you want to stand up and then cross your legs and then sit down with your legs crossed like your Indian style, and then stand up again without using your hands. And you can score this test. It's if you can do it pretty quickly without any using your hands at all for assistance, then you're looking good. And then you can actually give yourself point awards for the way that you stand up and sit down. I don't know how valid this is, but doctors are saying it's pretty valid, so I will share the link with you in the chat room. And you guys can give it a test out. I know y'all going to be trying this shit too. Now, this is medicine they're talking about. This is not some crazy stuff. So we'll see how that works out. How to tell a good friend that you are dying. I think this is a good one. Here you go. Realize what not telling your good friend will do. He or she will be shocked and upset that you kept the information secret. You see, I care about you fuckers, my Spreaker friends. I don't think I have any iHeart friends. I think I have like one message from a guy that just listens on iHeart. It's like, hey, I listen to your shows. I want to come on sometime. Well, hey, dude, I think you're in Indiana. What's up, dude, over there? Wish you'd come over to Spreaker where you could have chatted with us. It is better for them to hear it from you. Well, I might die tonight. I don't know. If I have another fucking chest cave-in like I had, that's going to be it. Number 2, choose a pleasant and peaceful place to break the news. No, Spreaker's pretty peaceful. Not really. 3, start by telling them what a great friend they are. Hey, you guys are great friends. You know that, right? All right, just want to get that out. 4, be straightforward. I think we've established that. 5, expect shock, tears, and even silence. Shit, you don't know my friends. 6, let your friends speak and voice their emotions. All right, you guys, I'm watching the chat room. 7, ask for whatever you need. I don't know, maybe a couple lines of Coke and a hooker. I mean, how do you want to go out? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to die, so I can't ask for this stuff right now. It wouldn't feel right. But if I die, I'll be pissed off that I didn't ask for it in those last few moments of gasping for breath. And number 8 is keep in touch with each other. Ah. Okay, so they're talking about the moment from when you know you're going to die to the day you're supposed to die. I don't know. I think I've followed the WikiHow on how to tell a friend you're dying. I don't know. Yeah, and at the bottom they say, become an author. I'll think about it. Let's check what's going on in the chat room. This is kind of a somber episode, I'm sorry to say, folks. It really is. Is it, Aaron? I didn't mean to say crazy stuff. I don't know why I've said crazy stuff tonight. Once you've had real chest pain, along with some other symptoms that are indicative of either major heart problems or angina or mangina or whatever it is, you get it's not like for me, for my personality type, it's not a fear, because I really don't give a fuck when I die. And there are a lot of good things I see about death as far as the end of much physical pain, which I'm looking forward to. That doesn't give me a death wish. If I had a death wish, I'd already be dead. But at the same time, there is just zero fear. I mean, I feel a sense of guilt for shit I didn't get done. That's what I felt tonight when I thought this might be it. I'm not going to the hospital. This shit might kill me right here. I felt a sense of guilt for stuff I haven't done. People I haven't told I'm sorry for things I've done wrong. People that I haven't tried to make amends with. People that I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to. That's what flashed through my mind. And now here I am 3 or 4 hours later, And there's still a bunch of shit that I haven't said to people, and still a bunch of shit I'm sorry for that I haven't apologized for, and I'm still not saying it. So it's like, we will do whatever we have to do to wait till the last minute to do that shit, won't we? Because if I'm going to live another 20 years, I don't want to do all that hard work right now of admitting my faults and saying sorry to people. Fuck that. You know, Andrew has only had curable STDs. Yeah. 2084, time to piss off a few. You're right, RD. I like to keep them below 2000. Let's see. Nigger, cracker, spick, chink, gajira, lesbian, faggot, hermaphrodite, transsexual, bisexual, Caitlyn Jenner, Bruce, Jeanette. I should be down to 2,000 by now. Come on. Why are people still following me? I hope you die. I hope your mom dies. I hope your grandma dies. I hope your wife has a baby that has 16 heads and is named Utterbutter. I don't even know what that means really, but it's little fragments of stuff in my head. So there, I should have lost a few thousand followers there, which is to say all of them. Apocalypse says it is surrealism. Uranus or tiger stripe, that has to be conjecture. I don't know what Uranus is. I have never even smelled Uranus. If there's life after death, how can there be earthly evidence for it? Doesn't make sense. I don't know. It just depends on the transition, Aaron, from what to what. That's really, how does the energy change form? If the transition is a clear one, then we should have evidence. If it's not, if it's into a dimension we have yet to discover, or into an energy or matter form that we have yet to figure out, then there's no way we're going to have evidence for it. Which is too bad for those that want to believe in it. And if it is real, I don't know. Yeah, it's good for book sales. And you know why it works, Andrew? It's not so much religious people. It's people that will trust her because she's an MD, so she's got the credibility, or at least a doctor. I'm pretty sure she was an MD. But also because she knows what people want to hear. And that's the problem, because there could be somebody coming up with genuine stories that they truly believe, that are truly fascinating, and they know there's cash to be made if you can tell people something they want to hear. We humans are remarkably weak in so many ways, and one of them is we will buy from you words we want to hear, just stuff we want to hear. And that's one of the areas my show's always lacked, because I don't have the good news all the time. In fact, I was listening to some motivational speakers earlier, and I was thinking, if I ever do that, I'm not going to do what they do. I'm not going to do what a Tony Robbins or a Les Brown does. I'll probably include stuff like that if I ever give any type of motivational speeches. But what I will also include is, guess what? There are some shit you need medication for, and or counseling. And if you don't believe that, go stop taking your cholesterol medicine right now. Go stop taking your heart medicine. You can fight through it, right? You'll make it right. You'll be dead in a week. So stop discounting the entire field of medicine just so you can go pep talk people and pull in your $3,000 per head commissions. And that kind of pisses me off that they discount the reality of medicine and these pep talks and these drives to get salespeople to go fucking knock your door down and get you to join Amway. That bothers me. Got to include some reality in there too. But I'm all for the spiritual part of lifting people up and let's go, go, go. But it's not so easy to do. Not so easy to get people moving. What motivates you guys? I mean, I was listening to Rick talk, or no, it wasn't Rick that said this. I think it was Guy Shea. He was talking about how we're all just sitting there. Half of us, we spend more time on the computer than we do anything else, even if you're at work or whatever. I mean, I was working on computers all day today, but I was still back and forth on my computer, half the time looking shit up, half the time fucking around posting stuff. So that's not healthy. We know that, right? What's healthy is to get out and move around, to have face-to-face relationships. We know that. In the same way we know, I'm looking at my cigarette pack right now, and let me read to you what it says. Surgeon General's warning. Cigarette smoke contains carbon monoxide. Yeah, that's a killer, isn't it? And I'm pulling one out right now. And I've got my butane lighter here. And now I'm enjoying the sensation of a York peppermint patty that tastes more like dog shit. Now, why would I do that? Why the fuck would I do something stupid like that?